Well. Look like Speaker Johnson trying to fast track this vote to release the Epstein files. Let's talk about that next on the Daily Rewind. What's going on, my beautiful? Welcome here to the Daily Rewind with me, your boy HB. Hopefully, you guys had a good day today. Tomorrow is Friday, so I'm looking forward to the weekend. Hopefully, you are too. Hopefully, you have some plans. If you don't have plans, you're just looking to get you some rest and some shut eye, that's even better. Also, let's give a big applause to the government being back open. Glad that's back open. Hopefully, the airlines resume back to the normal pace that it needs to be for the upcoming holidays and all of that. People about to get their back pay. People are about to get their SNAP. I think so. Um, Hopefully. And, everything's back to normal. But let's get to the topic of discussion. So, according to this article from The Hill, quote, Johnson speeds up vote on Epstein files to next week after discharge petition. Speaker Mike Johnson said he will bring a vote on a bill to release files related to Jeffrey Epstein, excuse me, next week, speeding up the process after a discharge petition garnered the final signature it needed to force action on the matter on Wednesday. The move amount to ripping the Band-Aid off a vote that neither Johnson nor President Orange Palpatine wanted. Without cooperation from GOP leadership, the earliest a vote would have happened under the discharge petition process was early December because of waiting periods under the process. Asked about the next step for the bill, Grinder Mike Johnson referenced an unsuccessful attempt to consider the bill immediately after newly sworn in Rep. Alita Granava, I know I'm saying that wrong, please excuse me, became the final 218th signature on the discharge petition, teeing it up for members to bypass the GOP leadership and force a vote. Quote, as soon as the discharge petition received the 218 signature, we brought it up on an anonymous consent, and that would, as you know, would get it through the process immediately. The Democrats shockingly opposed it, Johnson said. So it was a staggering level of hypocrisy. I think some of them regretted it because within about an hour, half an hour of that, there was a lot of confusion, and some of them claimed that they did not object, but they did, and that's what happened on the floor. So we're going to put that on the floor for a full vote next week, soon as we get back. After Granava signed the petition on Wednesday, Representative Tim Burchett of Tennessee spoke on the House floor to request anonymous consent to immediately consider the Epstein Files Transparency Act. The chair, Representative Steve Warmack of Arkansas, ruled that the request out of order, saying that the chair is constrained not to entertain the request unless it is clear by the bipartisan floor and committee leadership. Damn. End quote. At the end of the day, these files, these Republicans are not playing with Orange Palpatine. They not playing. I see when I read the reports that they called Lauren Boebert up to the White House and had her in the situation room, and she didn't budge, and Nancy Mace didn't budge. I said, "Oh, this serious? These people's not playing. They not playing." And also, I believe when that bill come to the floor, it's going to be so many Republicans voting for that. They may not have voted for the discharge petition, but once that bill comes on the floor for a vote, I believe a hell of a lot of Republicans going to sign on for that, because at the end of the day, Orange Palpatine is not going to be here forever. You feel me? This vote is going to carry them for a long way. This is on their record. So I don't. Let's keep it a buck. I don't give a if you and me cool. I got to vote for something like this, and I know this gonna be on my record. Like, nah, yeah, yo, I think I got to vote this down. I don't want this following me. Nah, I'm good. So I believe a lot of Republicans are going to vote yes for this. When it goes to the Senate, I think a lot of Republicans are going to vote yes for it too. Especially the Republicans that's up for re-election. And I believe it's like 8 of them. Don't quote me. But I believe the ones that's up for re-election definitely going to vote yes for it. Because at the end of the day, like I said, this stuff is on a record. You mean to tell me they got to defend this? They got to answer to their voters. This is a bipartisanship thing. Everybody, Democrats, Independents, Republicans, all want these files released. So if you vote no, you got to answer to the people. They want to know why you protecting it. And also why you may be protecting a quote unquote a pedophile. You got to defend that. I don't know who man, look here. I don't know nobody in their mama who want to defend that crazy. Like, I wouldn't want to. So once it passes the Senate, it goes to Orange Palpatine. Now, of course, he's gonna veto, but hopefully there's enough senators in the Senate to bypass the veto. I think you need like 20 senators to override that veto. I don't know if I don't know if the Senate have that amount of senators that override the veto, because we already know he gonna veto that. Now, like, come on, let's keep it real. He gonna veto it. But it was shocked the hell out of me if we get a veto majority in the Senate to where when Orange Palpatine do veto that thing, it bypass it and it get released. Look here, I believe this is about to the emails that's already came out. I believe that's just scraping the surface. We ain't seen yet. We ain't seen nothing yet. And I believe if those Epstein files come out, it gonna be a lot of people shocked like a mother. Like this, man. Look here. I honestly think they're trying to push Orange Palpatine out, get ready to put Vance in here. Because I noticed Vance ain't haven't been saying nothing. That mother been quiet. He hasn't been saying anything. No social media, no anything. He's been laying low. Like, yo, I don't want this smoke. Let me lay back right quick. Let Orange Palpatine take on this his stuff. Or maybe he trying to find out. Maybe he in it. You don't know. We don't know who's in it. You feel me? But I say this. I will close with saying this. Whoever in it, I hope all they nasty mother go to jail. Them victims need closure. And I hope all of them go to jail. It doesn't matter if you're Republican, Democrat, hell, if my family was in there locked there up too. Like, no, that's not cool. That's not cool. It's nasty, it's disgusting, and those victims need they need justice. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a good day. I pray that you do your boy a favor and like, subscribe, share, and join me over here at the Daily Rewind. I would love to have you. I definitely would love to have you here at Daily Rewind. So you guys have a good night. Peace.